par nedelja uoči master teniskog turnira u Cincinnatiju, na kome će posle 2 godine zabrane i pauze igranja na teniskim turnirima u Sjedinjenim Američkim Državama nastupiti Novak Djokovic, u Čikagu je obelodanjeno formiranje Novak Djokovic fan kluba. Ovaj klub su inicijalno formirale 2 žene, Amerikanka Rašanda Cook i Beograđanka Natalija Nada Ignjatović, koja živi i radi u Čikagu.
Ono što me inspirisalo i motivisalo da se konkretnije uključim u osnivanje fan kluba Novak Djokovic je što sam na zadnjim turnirima, zadnjih godina na turniru i u Parizu, i u Londonu, i u Dubaju, i na US Openu, srela nebrojeno navijača koji nisu našeg porekla. Nisu iz Srbije, nisu iz tog dela sveta. Upoznala sam iz Australije, iz Južne Afrike, iz Amerike. Bilo je navijača koji su, kao i mi, došli samo da podrže Novaka na finalu u Roland Garrosu iz Čikaga, Amerikanci. Znači, upoznala sam puno navijača koji nisu našeg porekla, čak iz Nemačke, sa Bliskog istoka, iz Indije. Ono što je stvarno fenomenalno, što ga oni isto tako obožavaju i cene kao igrača, ali ono što nas je oduševilo na poslednjem turniru u Parizu kad smo bili, upoznali smo Parižane, ljude koji ga vole i cene kao i Rašanda, koji je osnivač kluba, ne samo zbog njegovih sportskih dostignuća, nego zbog njega kao čoveka, kao nekog ko ima jedan specifičan karakter i prilaz životu i svoje životne principe drži na jednom nivou koji je zaista za veliki respekt s naše strane.
Ponaosob Rašanda Cook i Natalija Nada Ignjatović godinama unazad prate i posećuju turnire širom sveta na kojima Djokovic igra. Na jednom od takvih turnira upoznao ih je zajednički prijatelj. S obzirom da obe žive u Čikagu, spontano se nametnula ideja o formiranju fan kluba.
So, chose Novak as my favorite player, initially because of his fighting spirit. I loved his attitude on the court, all the way to the shirt ripping and showing the world who he is, and being his apologetic self. I'm very much into authenticity, and that resonated with me, along with his tennis in terms of his ability to just keep fighting, never giving up. You think the ball, is going out, the point's over, and there he is, extending the point. That very much resonated with me as someone who played some sports as a kid. It was never over until it was truly over, and I really loved that about him and his tennis. Over time, though, I became even more connected or drawn to or inspired by Novak through who he is as a person. That same fighting spirit, that same spirit to get better all the time, to work and perfect everything, even though you think he has perfect machine-like video game tennis, he was still finding things to improve upon. In my line of work that I do, I work with people through human resources on becoming better professionals, always looking to develop yourself, skills-wise, personality-wise, soft skills-wise, and he does that. He's always looking at being a better person, whether it's a tennis player, whether it's a son, a brother, a father, a husband, a person in general. He's always looking for ways to improve. He's always honest, truly vulnerable about what he's working on and how he wants to be, and how we all have that same aspiration to be the best versions of ourselves. And that means a ton to me and connects with me personally. And so that's when I really was drawn into him as a person and not just a fantastic tennis player. And that's what separates him to me from the rest, because he's willing to be honest about that. Media is always kind of picking on his flaws as if no one else has them, but he's always willing to say, yep, I have them, and here's what I'm doing to work on them. Here's why I smash a racket, and here's how I would not like to do that, but I do that. I'm only human, and here's how I work on myself. And that's the greatest example to everyone. How you work on your imperfections, because none of us are perfect, and being willing to be that vulnerable and share that with the world and be so open about this journey is what I love. So I think this fan club here in Chicago and just a representation of the love that he has in the U.S. will mean a lot to him. He's been speaking a lot recently about how he felt the love from the crowd in the 2021 U.S. Open final, a love that he had not felt in New York. He's enjoyed that in Australia and other places, but he had never felt that in New York. And it meant so much to him that it brought him to tears during the changeover, even though ultimately he did not prevail in that match. And I want him to know he has that love all over this country. So I think having a fan club like this to show him that what he felt really is out here and does exist is critically important. And I saw the difference between when I went to the U.S. Open final in 2018 versus Juan Martín del Potro. Quite frankly, I felt like I was in Argentina, and I almost lost my voice screaming for him. But in 2021, I had never seen so much Novak gear. I had never seen so much like any Balkan sports star gear, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic gear. Just, we descended, Novak fans in the U.S. and outside descended on Arthur Ashe that day to support him. So it's my hope that he understands that there's a lot of love for him in the U.S., and I hope that propels him to victory this coming fall.
Na ovom skupu bilo je navijača različitih generacije. Skup je imao za cilj proslavu povratka Novaka Djokovića na turnire koji se održavaju u Sjedinjenim Američkim Državama, kao i najsrdačniju toplu dobrodošlicu koja je upućena njemu lično. Izbor mesta okupljanja nije bio slučajan. Bašta legendarnog Beograd kafea u severnom Čikagu ispred zida sa muralom Nikole Tesle.
Na Novakovim turnirima smo prisutni više godina. Neki od nas i više od 10 godina. Neki su na nekim od zadnjih turnira učestvovali jer stvarno je jedno iskustvo drugačije kada gledate, naravno pratili smo sve moguće mečeve na televiziji, ali kada smo počeli uživo da ga pratimo, da osetimo tu energiju koju on donosi na teren i prenosi na navijače i navijači koji mu to uzvraćaju. To su neki momenti koji ostaju zacrtani u vama i onda želite da odlazite i na nove i druge i nove turnire i da zajedno sa njim učestvujete u njegovim pobedama. To je ono stvarno što nas vuče da idemo dalje i nadam se da ćemo još godina imati te šanse da pratimo Novaka i da budemo sa njim na terenima.
Novak Djokovic je poslednji put igrao 2021. na US Openu. Drugi turnir na kome će biti prisutan je turnir u Cincinnatiju, na kome je nastupio poslednji put 2020. godine, kada je bio šampion tog turnira jer je u finalu pobedio Miloša Raonića.